Hey guys, waiting for a couple other guys to join in. Hey, what's up, Nelson? What up, Kenny, Mike, Brandon, Sean? Just waiting on Jairus to jump in here, and Lucas is on his way too. And I think Jacob can't make it tonight, but he will be probably in on the next one. What up, Boone? What's up, Mike? Wyatt? What's up, Chris? I'm trying to bring them on camera. It's my first time, so let's see. What's up, Scott? Glad you could make it, man. Even just to say hi. What's up, Sam? All right, trying to figure out how to add Jairus here. What's up, John? How you doing, man? Got some things we want to talk about, but I just want to wait until at least Jairus gets on. All right, he's trying to access. What's up, Chris? What's up, Kevin? All right, looks like Jairus is trying to get in. I'm glad you found it, Eric. What's up, Lance? Someone was just telling me how good Captain Corvus was. So definitely killed it with that one. Well, while we wait for yeah, it is a treat. While we wait for Jairus and Lucas to get on, I just wanted to talk about why I started Rugged Pirate. Um, I was hooked on another company. Um, I was working in the hospital, and a buddy of mine kept seeing me, with the little beard itch, and gave me some stuff from another company, and I loved it. I loved it. He gave me two samples. I went through them quickly, loved them, tried to order them again. Um, After he told me they were no longer made, it was a seasonal scent, whatever. Yeah, I was annoyed, but still was like, okay, let me see if I can find something else. Never really found anything as similar. So, I was kind of upset. But I trekked on. I bought and bought and bought. Found some other fun scents. Um, Looks like Jairus can't get in. Let me see if I can add him this way. Says he is invited. Let's see. Jairus, if you message, I might be able to just bring you on if you like type in the chat. What's up, Jimmy? Steve? What's up, Chris? Hope you like the customs. Um, yeah, so I had a ton of sense going on. And then the wife asked the dreaded question, saw all the stuff piling up, how much are each of these? And she's like, how much do you pay for an oil? And I was like, oh, 17, 18 bucks. And then she started pulling out her calculator. And that's when I knew I was in trouble. And she came at me the next day with, do you know you spent like $1,500? Let's see, try this. No, I can't for some reason I can't invite you from there. Let's see from here. So anyway, she started doing the math and hit me with the numbers, and that's when I knew I was in trouble. She's like, Nick, you're a pharmacist. You love mixing this stuff. You mix the scents here anyway. Why don't you just make your own beard company? So I did, and tried. I was early on talking a lot to Lucas and Chris, Bearded Texan, just trying to work out my carrier blend. Tried a ton of different blends, and I was getting it. I liked it. Did you make the one you dug so much ever? No, I didn't. I attempted, but I couldn't get the notes right. It wasn't the same. Always wondered how his name was pronounced. Michike. It's Sicilian, so it's like Michike. And then, so she's like, yeah, make your sense. So I got a bunch of different fragrant oils, and was talking with Mikey from Simo Beards. Oh, here we go. Maybe this. Trying to add Jairus here. What's up, Lucas?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Jairus?
Hey, you have to do it on my phone via the computer's not doing it very well. So
Okay.
what can you do? Let's see.
Well, while you work out the camera part,
Yep, let's try this here.
yeah. So anyway, worked with Lucas and Chris, got my carrier blend right. Sent a couple samples, a couple scents to them. They liked them, and then I was off. Actually, made my first sale back in October of last year. So anyway, Lucas and Chris got my carrier blend right. One of my first ones was Hidden Cove. I made my first and I sent it to Lucas, and he was like, "Man, I really like this, but it's not lasting that long." He's like, "Have you thought about adding this or this or that?" And I was like, "No, let me go back, let me try." And made a couple changes, and then sent it back to him, and he's like, "Dude, yes, this is it." And it was just that constructive criticism, right? Not like he wasn't dogging me. He wasn't saying, "Oh, this is crap." He kind of gave me some advice, and intelligently I took it. And then that just started Lucas and I, going great. Chris, Bearded Texan, was a big help at the beginning, especially. And funny enough, that scent that I wanted to get from that other company, I actually bought from Chris December of 23. So then, like, my next message to him after that was, "Hey man, can you help me, perfect my carrier blend?" And so it's kind of full circle. Love that. What's up, Brian? Yeah, I think Jairus' speaker was not muted. Steve, glad you like that, man. Heck yeah, that's awesome. I gotta accept your request. All right. Can you? Oh, here we go. All right, here comes Lucas. Hopefully. Anyway, it's not jumping on. I hit accept, Lucas. And then Jairus has been a huge help too. Heard about him from his work in another company. And he started off doing a couple customs. He was one of the first winners. Him and Adam Roethlisberger, one of the first winners of the custom scent of the month with his ghost ship. So then I made a couple more for him, and I was like, "Dude, these are amazing! Like, we got to do something with these." No live, no answer from Let's see. Yeah, I feel your pain, Chris. um, so yeah, Jairus and he did a bunch of customs, and they were all good, and they were all like really closely themed. So I was like, what if we do um like a whole series out of this? And we kind of put the CB series on, and most of those were product of Jairus and I just going at it. Adam, what's up, man? Adam and Lucas helped me on Dreadmall. Um, when did the duck start? Duck started like right off the bat. Maybe after like the first uh, 15, 20 orders. I was like, I need something. I gotta, and then so the duck started, and then the sticker started, and then the wife is like, wait a minute, how much you spending on stickers? I'm like, hey, guys like stickers. So she's like, okay. Someone joined. Is that Lucas or Jairus? Okay,
It's
good.
me, but I can't hear anything.
Well, I can hear you.
Oh,
Hey, there you go. Yep. Can you hear me, Nick?
Yes, I can, Jairus.
All right. I'm going to go outside where it's nice in the nice Texas heat. Because why not?
Yeah, Steve got a Raven today. Yeah, I got that the Ravens for the Captain Corvus. Felt like it went well.
Yeah, dude, those are sweet.
I hear someone laughing.
That's obviously me.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys could hear me the whole time. If you had anything else to add.
Oh, yeah. Well, one of the things that happened was some of you guys might know I've done a number of customs with Ruddy Man. I've done a number with Mythical as well. And what I noticed real quick with Nick, I was like, hey, there's got to be ways for you to, get more people involved with your customs because they're really good. And we ended up having a long-winded conversation. Not a bad one, just a long conversation about creating like almost community around the customs. And as you guys have seen, and many of you guys have already kind of jumped on board, no joke intended, the custom community has just loved what Nick is doing. And I'll tell you guys, it is something that's really impressive to see so many great ideas. Because I'll tell you, like Nick will post on our mod folder. He's like, "Dude, you ought to check this one out. You ought to check." And we're like, "This is going to be fantastic." And then I think it was last month you had over 30 customs that were in the custom of the month.
Yeah, at least.
That's a crap ton of customs. So good on you guys for doing those customs, man. We love seeing them, and we love seeing the creativity. Because I'll tell you this, the fun part about it, and I know Nick and I have had this discussion, Luke's and I have had this discussion. It is so interesting when you see what other people bring to the table. So you guys have done a great job with it, and I know as busy as it is for Nick, he loves every single one of these things, man. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it gives me a lot of experience, right? So now, after doing 150 customs, probably I can now look at somebody wants a vetiver petrichor blueberry. I can pretty much visualize. Okay, I'm going to need this amount of petrichor, this amount of blueberry, oak, whatever, uh, and then obviously tailor it to whatever everybody wants or how it sets up. But it, a lot of experience is gained with that, so I appreciate that.
And I'll say one thing that's really funny about Nick, and this is like funny, interesting, not like funny, haha, is so many of you guys like different types of scent notes, and there's a custom I did with Nick that had a bunch of Middle Eastern incense in it, has not been released yet, and it was a unique mix, and he was like, dude, I just don't know, I've never used this before, and then like
Yeah,
a few days later he was like, oh my god, like, dude, my wife loves this. Like, I cannot wait for you to try it. Uh, Hopefully, we'll have that out, sooner than later. That's a really unique one. Um, if you guys see things with a lot of Jin art in it, or Jin characters, or Jin titles like DJINN, good chance that was something that came out of my notebook. So
That
not
or
a
a
flex,
Minotaur.
just a reality.
That and a Minotaur.
Oh yeah, or anything that looks like a humanoid beast. You're like, what the crap is that doing on a pirate ship? Yeah, what can you do? So, hey
Huh.
Brian,
Um,
I know, man. You guys love that incense. We got some more incense coming. We got a few that are coming that are definitely incense friendly.
Definitely. Yeah. Do you want to talk about some of the stuff we have coming?
Well, I'm wearing something today that I know is not out yet. It's coming out real soon. And what I can tell you, if you've ever know the phrase TikTok, 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 and I'm not talking about the social media site. I'm talking about a friendly neighborhood character that many of you might have seen growing up in Peter Pan has taken a whole new look and a whole new dimension. And oh, what was that, Nick? What was
Oh,
that?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, we've it's a I'll tell you the name of the character. It's called Clockwork, and I'm going to tell you guys it is baller, and it is something that we came up with and came up with some really cool art ideas for it because I have in my head I've got this really cool theme of taking uh, characters that we all grew up with, we all know, and then taking them and turning them into like really cool scent vibes. And so I'm just gonna tell you, keep your eyes out for Clockwork, Swamp,
Definitely,
and
definitely,
Citrus.
definitely excited for that one. Then we got
It can go ahead.
no, I was gonna say we got another one from Lucas coming out.
Mm.
Lucas, you want to talk about it?
Are you muted, Lucas?
I was muted. I can
There
hear
he
you.
is.
Can you hear me now? Okay. I've been saying things and no wonder no one's. I'm like, these guys, thanks a lot. All right, I'll just sit in the back and just smile.
Huh.
A lot of you have probably seen the imagery and wondered what that was. Another one. But do we say the name of it? Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Himself.
Oh, there he is.
Yes, there he is on a sticker. Should
Yeah,
we say the name?
Good old
I mean,
Silas suit.
Silas Soot. Silas Soot. However you say suit. I say suit, you say soot.
Yeah, you're from Iowa.
I can't hear Lucas. Yeah,
That's true.
Silas Soot. Silas Suit.
Good old little Silas.
Anyway, but yes, got a little Silas here. Um,
And the mute button has struck again.
oh, I have the
What?
worst time with this thing. It's because I'm using my phone, maybe.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, I'll tell you, man. I was lucky enough to get some of Silas and guys. If you like Squiffy planks, if you like kind of the world, the scent world that Lucas is creating with Squiffy planks and Sword of the Seas, you guys are going to want to stock up on Silas Soot. One of the unique things that Nick is doing is the guys that he's put in his kind of circle. He's letting those guys come along and kind of create little pockets in the rugged pirate universe. And I'm telling you, the stuff that Lucas is bringing to the table is really unique, and it's actually made me go back and retool a few different scents that have some very unique Lucas Hall esque notes in there, which I had never done before, and I think they turned out pretty good. We'll see if they make it to the final roster. But if you guys like Squiffy and you like Sword of the Seas and you like seagulls, guys, you're gonna want Silas Soot. You're gonna want to get it day one. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. It's really good.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, you just nailed it right there. Absolutely. Yeah, so Silas Soot is Squiffy's right hand man. So it's goes well.
I don't have
Goes well.
Squiffy, but there's Silas.
Yep. And we posted that art as a teaser a while back, and some people caught on, and some people were like, "Wait a minute, what's that? What is that? What is that?" But yeah, no, you nailed it right there with the.
That one's a fun one. And then we got a couple other fun ones in the works. I got something I'm working on with Sam Briggs. One of the customs actually just made it to the main line. It was just so good. Adam Roethlisberger came up with this bad boy. Bear Claw the Butcher. That one's coming out tomorrow. Can you go ahead and order some Silas Soot now? Also got Pog Leg Lucy coming out. That one actually came out of Sam Briggs. That was one of his customs. So some of these things that you guys do are just so good that we're like, got to include them. You know, like they're number one. I don't know. Can't keep all this goodness to ourselves.
Yeah.
Bear
Well,
Claw is dropping the ball.
I'll tell you something, guys. Like one of the things that, and I know Lucas and Nick hear this probably more times a week than anyone has a right to. It's, hey, I got an idea, and because we use a lot of voice memos in our mod chat, and every now and then I just am thinking, like, how many times can I say that in a week where they're finally gonna be like, use another sentence starter? But I can't, because some of you guys give us so many good ideas and you drop so many good customs that the gerbil or hamster in the wheel of my brain just keeps going, and I'm like, we should try this. We should try this. So for you guys that came along and dropped these, like Pog Leg Lucy and the Bella Boots one that we did, guys, that was on you guys. And then we were like, hey, what if we turned it into like a really cool, like, drink menu and made it all pirate chicks? And Nick was like, that's a great idea. Let's do it. And so,
And then I was going to say the Rum and the Reckless name that I initially was like, oh, no, that's horrible. And then was like, wait a minute. That's actually really cool.
And so here's the thing, guys. Whenever you come up with ideas and you share them with Nick or you share them with myself or share them with Lucas, man, we love that. But I know the one reason Nick loves that is it just opens more doors for more stuff to come out for you guys. One of the things, I'll give a little quick background, and Nick, jump in or interrupt or turn off my camera whenever you'd like. But when we first started,
see you. I'm just looking at myself. So
well, there you go. Okay. I guess it's the advantage of the phone. I can see all you guys, and I can see the text pop up for the chat. But one of the things that happened, like when Nick, there you go, Quentin. But one of the things that happened with Nick was we were chatting one day just about what kind of beard company he wanted Rugged Pirate to be. And one of the things that he wanted, he said he wants something that was both fun, but also something where people could come and have a good time. And I know that sounds kind of synonymous, but like you can have like a fun group of guys that are moderating and helping create stuff, but it doesn't mean your customers are having a good time. And like one of the things he really stressed was, I want our customers to have a good time. I want customers to come back. I want customers to like check the page, to email us, to hit us up, because that kind of communication is really important. And so like one question I have for all you guys that are watching, and those of you that are going to probably check this out later, is what are some of your favorite scent tree families? What are the scents that when you see come on a profile, you're like, guys, I got to get that. I'm going to buy that. Because that's the kind of stuff that really makes all of us go, what if we threw this and that together? I just pitched something to Nick today that is, that if it goes live, it'll be a very Halloween-esque gin. And I'm not a huge fan of sweet. And it's a sweet and spicy and incensey tobacco that's Halloween all over the place. Why not? We'll see.
That was a fun
what
one.
are the
I
things
saw
that you
that and I
guys
was
like?
like, oh, yeah.
You know, thank you, Sean. Sean, you don't count because you like all of them, which is kind of fun.
All of
But
them.
Oh man.
fruits and
Sean,
anything. Oh, petrichor. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Nick. I wonder if it's would be the ample time to do a giveaway.
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, what you got in mind?
So here's a question, guys, and type it in. Type it into the chat. Uh, is there a rugged pirate scent that you've always wanted to try that's available now but never pulled the trigger on? Okay? If there is, put it in the comments, and then myself, Lucas, Nick, we're going to pick one at random, and we'll contact you with the details. All right? So, again, what is a rugged pirate scent that you've always wanted to try but just haven't pulled the trigger on yet? Let us know. And whoever we pick, we'll be able to get we'll be able to get that as a free oil.
Very
So
nice.
Nick, one question I do have for you is you mentioned that you are also a professional mixer of medications.
Yes. Yes,
Are
sir.
there any any sense when you go into a hospital that you think, man, that's a really cool scent? I was just in a hospital over the weekend. As some of you may
No.
know, my little baby boy was born, and they had some weird citrus and lavender combinations on the postpartum floor. Enough for me to go, huh, that's interesting. Like a lot of weird ones. So I didn't know if there's anything like that in your hospital.
No, no. I work in the pharmacy. We're not decentralized, so we don't have anybody in the ICU or the ER. So all of our scents are just, yeah, cleaning products. And then there's this one that smells like garlic, but I wouldn't recommend that for a beard oil.
Hmm.
But to each their own. I'm sure Sean Stouffer is going to come out with something here soon, now that I said this.
So I'm going to tell you right now because I could show you, but then I'd have to finish it. I actually have two profiles that have garlic accord in it.
I love it. I love it. We'll
Not
find
gonna
it.
lie. I'm not gonna
We'll find it
lie.
or we'll make it.
That green tattoo.
That would be funny. That would be funny. Uh, so one thing I've noticed because again, guys, you know, there's another moderator that we have. I don't know if it's been announced or anything, but there's another guy that's doing work with us, and one of the things he's going to be bringing to the table is a lot more of the unique stories that Rugged Pirate has. And I know Nick does a lot of those, but let's just be honest, man. He's doing so much to keep the company moving forward. And you know, we all have different roles that we kind of fulfill. But one of the new things we're doing is we're going to be bringing on stories, and we want you guys to be a part of that as well when those stories start coming out. And we're when this person can be on another chat like this, you'll be able to meet him and such. But one thing I want to throw out to you guys, if you have story ideas for characters, you know what? When you do a character, a custom, dude, write a short, I don't know, few hundred words. And once this other moderator gets kind of set up totally, we'll have a place you can send those to them. And maybe you're not. Your stories might make the cut in what's going to be the RPU, the Rugged Pirate Universe. And we want you guys involved. I mean, I can tell you there's some stuff that we talked about just 2 weeks ago that goes way beyond the ocean, way beyond the seven seas. And I mean, there's mystical space pirates. There's the possibility of an intergalactic uh, shark bounty hunter who's a cowboy shark. I mean, there's some really bizarre stuff, and we'd love to hear from you guys about that because this is what we're making, man. This is the stuff we're trying to draw you into. So I know Lucas has a storyline that we cannot wait to get out to every one of you. Lucas, did you want to talk a little bit about what Squiffy is up to these days?
So Squiffy Planks is up to quite a bit. So obviously we've got his little sidekick Silas suit, and Squiffy's trying to find his sword of the seas. I don't know. A lot of people tied that together. I feel like a lot of people didn't tie the fact that the sword of the seas is actually Squiffy's sword. So he's been looking for that for quite some time, and he looks like he's got a little member. And then they are going to go find this sword. I'm looking at your facial, your face, and I'm like, what am I supposed to say? What am I missing besides a tick tick?
I can only see my face, so I don't even know if you're talking to Jairus or me.
Talking about me.
I can
Oh,
see
I can't even see you guys.
like I'm
I hate
crazy.
this.
Well, that's why I'm on my phone and not my computer, because my computer was not wanting me to, you know.
So that's why, because he's on his computer.
I'm on my phone with the computer in front of me.
Oh,
So,
that's
but I'm only seeing my face and then the chat on the bottom.
well,
Hmm.
at least the chat, because I can't. The chat I can't see. It goes so fast that. But Squiffy's just he's just hanging out. He's just sailing the seas, looking for his sword of the seas. But he's got to be able to find that sword because what are we going to call it? An amphibious creature has taken that.
Uh-huh.
And those amphibian or aqueous creatures, they're going to lead us to something that we have spoken about, but it all leads back to a little tick-tock sound.
That's right.
Oh,
I don't know.
wonder what that could be.
This guy right there.
I need
Oh.
to check my
Oh,
clock.
Oh.
I need to check my clock. So yes, that's what Squippy's up to. Is he's searching for his sword who's been taken, and the only way that he can get his sword back is pretty much finding his buddy Clockwork.
There you go. Hey guys, if y'all can see the chat, what are some scents that people have yet to pull the trigger on that they'd really like, that they haven't pulled it yet, but they would consider.
I saw Boom Chain. I saw Keel Hall.
Yeah, I saw a few cents, but
Ke-
they go by too quick for me to. I can't read them, and when I go try to read them, it kicks me out of the thing. Read the chat.
Cutter, Squiffy Planks, Hidden Cove. Drag the chat back up. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Hey
another
Lance,
Cutter.
I noticed you said something about vampires. Just you wait. Just you wait.
Oh man, if you guys could see the moderator chat, it's just
Oh, dude, it's crazy. Like, you guys have no idea how amazing the moderator chat is, and the ideas that we have are so far beyond
Sean, I feel like
control.
reporting your comment.
It's pretty incredible. The future of Rugged Pirate and the future of the scent profiles and the world that we are going to go into is beyond anything any of you have ever imagined or could imagine. If you think
definitely.
it's cool now, just wait, because we've got
So,
ideas. Yeah.
so speaking of that, um, Lucas, I think it would be interesting for some of the folks here. Let me ask you a question here, guys. Would you guys like just a little bit of the background on how some of these scents go from an idea in one of our brains to being in your beard? Would you like to know how that happens? Because it's actually kind of interesting and silly sometimes, for sure.
Usually
Nick's
starts with I
laughing.
have an idea.
Yeah, it sometimes does. Um,
It's just
so
wild.
Sirens Calling, those are some really good ones, man. Those are some good ones. It's going to be hard to pick, but I will tell you this: when we do pick a winner for the first giveaway, notice the word first. Uh, that person will be contacted privately, so it's not going to be like, "Hey, you who said this," because if a lot of people say the same thing, I think that could only be a cluster of trying to pick a winner. Um, so one thing I will say
Appreciate
is
that.
a few weeks ago. Um, Lucas, this is actually more like months ago. Lucas was talking about these amphibian creatures that had taken Squiffy's sword, and I was like, "I'll be right back." And I had in my notebook of scents this I added a couple more to it after we agreed, but this rather large kind of reptilian, amphibious, kind of swampy citrus thing going. And I sent it to Nick, and I was like, I have an idea for this. What if this guy, and then I created a picture of it, and you guys will see it when Clockwork is released. And it was just brutal. Nick was like, dude, I love it. And then it was, well, how does this fit? Because the one thing which some companies, I know they just release a ton of stuff and they have no connective tissue. Nick's really been wanting to make sure there's connective tissue to what gets released. And you saw that with the Beasts series that he did. The stories were unique. Characters are introduced. Some of those characters that have been introduced, you haven't seen again. And some of them are coming out with some really cool sense. But generally, in my experience with Nick, I give him an idea, say, hey, do you like this? And sometimes he's like, yeah, it's really good. Or sometimes it might take a couple of days or a day or two, and it's just like, oh my God, I have to try that myself. I know. And
Wait,
then
someone just asked about otters.
wait, otters? What? Can we
Very
get
close.
otters?
Very close.
Dude, just
Just wait.
hold on. That's all I'm going to tell you is hold on. We understand that furry forest creatures people love. So hold on. Yeah.
Sorry.
And so like I pitched it to Nick, and Nick comes back and he's like, "Oh my God, I have to try and make this." And so one of these he made, and he was like, "I love this." And that actually ended up being what I originally called it was really like Rage of the Black Dragon, which later turned into Wormpire of the Blackwater. And I know some of you guys really dug that, and so I'm happy that you have. But the process in making this stuff, honestly, it's convincing Nick to try it, and then every now and then we'll get a note from Lucas. Oh my God, I want that right now. And beaver diving. Well, I mean,
Whoa.
I mean there's other companies that you talking. Sausage fingers and speech to text don't work. Well, that happens sometimes. So Nick, one question that I've always thought is a fun one to kind of pose to the guy that makes it. Is there a scent, and it could have been from one of mine, just to keep it so customers don't feel bad. Is there any one scent that when you smelled it initially, like the initial, you're like, yeah, that's not a good idea. But then once it got mixed in, you're like, okay, that worked.
Yeah. There's a lot of times that happens.
Okay.
At one, I'll tell Adam Roethlisberger, because he knows. He was like, I don't know if this is gonna go, but can you make a banana nog champa?
I want that one.
I know you do. Stay tuned. Maybe custom code. So yeah, that one of your first ones, the Tempest. That one, I was like, I don't know. This is a lot going on here. A lot of these profiles have, 12 ingredients, and I'm just like, I don't know if that's going to work. And we get it to work.
So Nog Champa was one that when you first smelled it, you're like, I don't know how this is going to play.
Yes, the banana Nog Champa. And then with the Tempest one, I'm trying to think of everything that was in that profile.
Frankincense. There was some myrrh. There was some Turkish coffee. I don't want to get into all of it.
The Turkish coffee. It was just, I was like, I don't know how all these are going to play. Like, because they're all very strong. So that was a beast. But that was like one of your first customs. So then at that point, I was like, okay, let's go.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you something, guys. For those of you that are interested, do you have out there in Facebook land any questions that you want to type out for myself, Nick, or Lucas concerning anything when it comes to releases? Like, are there going to be any more series? What's happening? How many drops should we be expecting? Because I know it's fall is right around the corner in the beard world, guys. I mean, I know it's July, but what was that?
Oh, I saw
Whoa.
the Easter egg pop up.
That's a good question right there. The rugged top three for each of us. What do you think they are? It's a
Man,
tough one.
mine kind of changes. I'll do mine first. Um, I would say Squiffy and Sword of the Seas are like top three, but I'm only gonna pick one. So I'm gonna do Sword of the Seas because it's my wife's favorite right now. Keel Haul and Longleaf.
Okay. I'm glad you like Longleaf. That was a stretch.
That was
So much,
good.
so much tobacco in one place.
Yeah, that's a definite tobacco blast.
And with Longleaf, that was came out of I was like, Jairus, I really want a tobacco oud blend. Like I want something tobacco, cedar, whatever. I need a tobacco. And so we pitched it and I made it. And I sent out a couple testers and Chris Grooms was like, I think you need to bump up the cedar. So I bumped up the cedar and now we have Longleaf.
Yep.
So it's a good community effort. I appreciate all the help, all the pointers.
Oh, see, there's a part of me, like, I know that it was one of mine, but it's still one of the ones I wear the most, which is Gorehelm Tidebreaker. You can't go wrong with root beer. Gorehelm Tidebreaker is fantastic. Keel Hall's another one that I love. I love good coffee scents, and that one just really hit it. Uh, and then, oh man, Nautical Noel. I love Christmas scents. I love Christmas and fall scents, and there's a lot of them. Trust me, I've pitched you a lot of them, and you have graciously made many of them. And I still love the fall and Christmas scent. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen with that.
Oh,
Okay, Hidden Cove, sort of 1776. Huh? You guys like 1776? That was another fun one.
1776. I've worn it so much in the past like 2 weeks
Oh, me too.
that it's definitely top five for me.
Okay.
Yeah, 72. I'm already at a half a bottle.
You already have the bottle.
That's a good sign.
There you go.
But I mean, my top three, as I'm looking here, I've always loved Boom Chain. Like, I can't Boom Chain, love it. For more, I guess I also am really into Rum Wrecker Ruby lately.
I love that one.
That's such a good one. Yeah.
That's so
And then
good.
what? Squiffy or
I mean,
Seagull?
Squiffy, yeah, I would say. We already said Nautical Noel. I'll never get old of that one. Nautical
No, that
Noel is.
That one's a little very Christmassy. You gotta like,
I mean, it's definitely Christmassy. Like, that's a
yeah,
Christmas scent. That's what it is. Like, so if you
yeah.
want a Christmas scent, that is what you're 100% getting out of it.
And I will tell you, I will tell you guys, if you didn't get a hold of Nautical Noel, or if you haven't yet, go for it. I know because I am kind of, I don't want to say ADD. I've like pitched Nick, I think like 7 or 8 different Christmas blends already, and some of them are just beasts. But
Literally.
I don't know. If you haven't got Nautical Noel, you need to get it. It is Christmas in a bottle. And not an overpowering Christmas scent. People won't look at you weird, but it's one of those things that once it's in beer, dude, it's refreshing and it just feels like the season anytime you wear it. It is definitely worth
Like
it.
a
Literally.
memory. I have a memory. It brings back that scent memory. So like that smell reminds me of something in my childhood that I loved when it comes to
Yeah.
Christmas.
As soon as
I'm looking at you right now. I'm going to say my top three: Boom Chain. Right. So right now, Boom Chain's always going to be there because I love it. Boom Chain, Rum Wrecker Ruby, and I gotta go with Spiffy Planks.
good. Yeah, whenever I smell Nautical Noel,
I'd be going in like, I don't know, all of them.
When I smell Noel, it reminds me of I think the year before I came up with Rugged, we went to Lake Tahoe, me, the wife, and the 4 kids, and her family, and we cut down. We went into the forest. And we cut down our own Christmas tree while it was snowing, and that's just like that's the smell I get. So every time I put that one on, it takes me back. So I love
Nice.
that part.
It's got
Yeah.
a memory connection. Set memory.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I've got it right now. That's
Appreciate that,
Christmas.
Brian.
So I think so. We've got one winner coming up soon from the bottle giveaway, and I got another question for you guys. Whoever is listening, typing, whatever you call it, and this is kind of a similar question to before, but it comes with a hefty reward. All right, a free oil and or solid butter or liquid butter, depending on your choice. Here's the question. What is your favorite scent family? Okay? And what I mean by that is incense, leather, booze, woodsy. Uh, what is your favorite scent family? And what that again, we will pick someone out of that and contact them, and they will receive something super fun. And
Hey, look
so,
at that. Clint said Ghost Ship is in his top 3.
oh, I like the way you think, man.
Go pull that one
Ghost
out.
Ship and Squiffy.
I got
That was
Sean likes
January.
leather. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed, Sean? Who would have guessed? Ooh, rainfall. Nice, Nelson.
that ghost ship. Woo!
That was back in January. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just smelled it. I'm standing in front of the oils.
there you go.
I still have a bottle of
mention something, I go and I smell it right then, so I can get that olfactory going.
Citrusy. Tyler's gonna like Clockwork, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Actually, people who like dark, Clockwork has some dark notes in it once it's in beer.
It's definitely, yeah.
There's what, like 9, maybe 10, maybe 12 cents in there?
Clockwork is
Let's
so
see.
good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's like 16 cents in
Okay,
it.
sweet. 16. Good. I was off by like 4.
And don't worry, guys. We have something coming for the people who like less complex as well.
Why don't you talk about that? What's going on with that?
Oh,
Yeah.
good
So
time.
obviously, you want to bring it up, Lucas?
There's a couple things a few of the things we've been talking about, and there's some scents that you might want to take a double take at.
Yeah. Yeah. We got the double shots.
Can I be cryptic, or should I just say straight up? So we're doing some double shots, which would be basically, double shots. So, for instance, I've got one right here that is a patchouli oud. So you're getting 2 cents.
And that's it.
And that's it. So it's a double shot. So you take 2 cent profiles take 2 cents, and make it to the profile. So we got one I got here is a patchouli oud, and then I've got another one that is a bergamot and what am I losing my
Sandalwood.
sandalwood, yeah. And
Yeah. So
that's a double shot.
that's
Yes,
it.
it is.
That's
Yeah.
it.
So we've heard, some people are like, oh man, these scent profiles are a little complex. And obviously, if I put, I'm a pharmacist, so if I put a drop of leather in it, I'm going to include it on the label. But then it sucks because somebody who doesn't like normal leather is going to be like, I'm out on that. So but it comes with the territory. So we're gonna hit the double shotters as well.
But
So
these
we gotta.
double shots, and you may think, oh, having 2 is something, but I mean, they're breakout. I mean, this bergamot sandalwood right here is so good. I mean, blows my mind. And then the oud patchouli, I mean, I just don't understand. Like, you don't need 15 cents in a profile to make it good. Like, you can do 2 and bam.
Yeah.
You've got something amazing.
And I think
Yeah.
one of the things there that is interesting to note, and Nick just kind of alluded to it. He said even if he puts a drop of leather, he's going to put it on the sticker, right? Well, when you think of a 2 cent profile, we're not talking two at 50% and 50%. One might have 30% leather and 70% smoked fruit. One might be 10% Nog Champa and 90% something. So we're really trying to gauge some unique takes on playing with the scent game, because
Yeah.
some of you guys, man, you're new to beard care, and you go and you look at something like, and I'll say it because it's one of mine, Clockwork, when it comes out, and you go, holy crap, I don't even know what to think that's going to smell like. But then you go on to one of the double shots and it's something like leather and whiskey, and you're like, that I can get behind. And then
Yeah.
maybe you try a couple of double shots, and you're like, hey, maybe I want to try that one with 6, 8, 9, 10, 15 different scents. Because beard care doesn't have to be complex to be good,
No.
but there are there
Exactly.
are there are
Exactly.
some there are some companies that refuse to try anything complex because they're afraid it's going to get lost. And so it comes down to, do you mix it well? Are you letting them build their own scents together? And part of that is one reason why double shots became a thing. So I hopefully when you guys see them, you'll enjoy it. We're uh, initially Nick, when I had talked with Nick about this, and Luke and I were chatting, we were like, hey, what if we created like this like unique little pirate families that are parts of these double shots? So you might see a couple that similar last names. They're all kind of part of something. Because part of the joy of this, because so many other companies like to say they have, a swath of stories and everything's connected, and they may or may not be. But we're trying really hard to create something that is more than just a bunch of oils on your dresser or on your cupboard in your bathroom,
Yeah.
and or as some people have it, a closet full of fragrance oils. Not gonna point to any one direction, but I know at least two people on this call that have closet full of fragrance oils. Uh, in fact, I have some every now and then. I'll say, "Hey, what about this?" And they're like, "Don't tell me you have that in your oil." I'm like, "Yeah, I do. I got it." But the point, guys, is we really want you guys to, if you have an idea, tell us. If you have an idea, let us know, because you guys have great ideas, and we want you guys to be a part and enjoy being part of the crew in that regard. Uh, you know, and you'll notice something. If you don't notice this, go back and look. We don't spend time on the group page or the business page knocking other brands. Why would we? That's not a part of this. This is all about pushing this brand forward, right?
Absolutely.
So everyone else can do their thing. You can like 12 brands. 10, I don't care who you like. But if you want to like this, hey, great. We're glad you're here. And we're going to have stuff that's simple all the way to the stupid complex for you. Because that's kind of what beard care is about, right? It's catering to your beard, not catering to whatever whim is happening at some other company or whatever. That's just not the way it goes, man.
That's right.
Monkey farts and peaches of 8. Eric, do it.
Yeah.
Sean, you're pushing buttons, brother. Uh, hey guys, I will let's talk about one reason why it seems like there's a cutback in the customs that you're doing per month, Nick. And I know you might have said something about that online, but maybe people might want to hear about like what are some of the reasons for that? What's the real main goal with limiting the number of customs besides keeping Sean at bay?
Sean actually has a plane ticket down here. He said he's going to just do a whole week straight of, he's just going to do customs himself. But no, in all seriousness, just trying to pocket it around the first part of the month. That way it gives me the rest of the month, 3 weeks out of that. I can kind of focus on the main line. I can focus on these double shots, kind of propelling the Rugged Pirate EU, forward. And also another part of that is opening the custom code, which will be next week. So
Tell us about that.
Yeah, we're going to start with 10 custom profiles that you guys have made. and they're going to be available for the weekend. Just going to open it up for the weekend. That way I can make it all at once. But then you guys will have access to 10 profiles. If it gets too much, if it gets too crazy, I might do 8 the next month. But yeah, plane tickets for all. There you go. Hey, Sean, if you're coming around here, man, let me know. Yeah, so it'll be available for the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I'll probably start making it on Saturday or Sunday. And I think Wednesday the lineup is going to come out, and I'll let everybody know. So I try to do a good mix. Moderators had some say in picking a couple of them because sometimes I'll make, when I make a custom, I make a little extra because I got big hands and I knock stuff over, and then I got to redo a cologne or something. So, I'll take a little extra and send it off to, if there's something with Nog Chomp in it, it's going to Jairus up in Texas. If it, anything I think fruity or something earthy that Lucas is going to like or Jacob's going to like, I'll send to them and just be like, hey, check this out. Here's some him, or Obi-Wan Kenobi went to Lucas because he's a Star Wars fan. And yeah, so now I get to share with everybody else.
Good deal. I'm looking forward to it because, man, there's so many customs that you've told us, hey, this one's really good. I'm like, oh, I really want one. And then it's just gone. I'm like, because, like I said, we have some of the most creative guys in the beard game buying from you on a daily basis. And some of y'all stuff, man, just, it makes me go, oh, I've got an idea.
No doubt.
So, what's really cool, guys, is, and I know some of you guys can do your own art, some of you guys, whether it's on a computer or whatever, but I know that Lucas has started doing art for some other releases. And Lucas, if you want to talk about that, like, people can actually get your art on their bottles, on their characters, which I think is a really good idea. Go into a little bit about what goes into that if someone wants you to do the art for their release. Get off mute.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, I'm really excited about this. It's a huge deal to me. It's so much fun. But yeah, basically you can get a custom. So you come up with a custom scent, and you can have me make the art for it. What goes into that is you basically tell me the profile, and when I see profiles, I see them in color. So a lot of the times, the profile you give me, I will, when I draw or when I color the design, those colors will be the colors of the scent will be in there. And that might not make sense to people, but I don't know, it does to me. But uh, basically, if you've got a custom idea and you want a custom art design done, you can add that when you go to do the custom. You can add that option to have me draw it. And there's been quite a few people that have done it, and every single one of them are incredible. Like, the ideas are awesome. So you guys come up with a lot of great ideas, and then I just draw that in my style, and then we put it on the bottle. And I don't know. I've really enjoyed it. Every single one I've gotten so far, I've really enjoyed doing quite a bit. And I've had a lot of fun with it. I've got some more that are coming up right now that will be coming out here in the future, that I'm excited to do. And what are you laughing about?
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, there's definitely some that are super excited about. But I mean, what really goes into it is honestly just you give me the idea, you give me the profile, and then I just draw it.
Sean, you can visit him and he'll tattoo you. If he doesn't, he might know someone who can.
What?
Stouffer was wondering for a tattoo of your art.
Oh, yes. Yeah, no, that can be done. That can be done easily.
So,
I don't
you know,
go on.
you know, one of the special things that I've seen recently, when it comes to just the beard world, is people start getting really, really excited when they see stuff that they want coming out. And what I mean by that is the reason you started the company, Nick, is there was a scent that you liked that another company had. They didn't keep it around and you wanted it. So you decided, hey, what if I made it myself? And in a way, you started the company based on a custom. You did a custom of a custom,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? And so that's at the end of the day, though, that's really one of the earmarks about something that's creative and more than just a product, but a brand is exploring new ideas and exploring new scent production and new scent styles. And with that, I know that you've introduced a new carrier blend compared to what
Yeah.
you've had.
Yes.
Talk about the new carrier blend and what was the reason for the changes for people who might not have read your post.
Just wanted so back in November. So I started in October. In November, I had probably half people telling me, "Oh my God, I love your carrier blend," and then I had another half of the people saying, "Oh, I don't really want coconut oil, or I don't want grapeseed oil, or pumpkin seed oil." Um, so I started working back in November on another carrier blend. Just I was going to do an alternate one, so that you can have both options. But that's a pain with this big printer I have. Um, just doing all the different labels and stuff. It's too much. Um, so I wanted something that was going to last long, because sometimes people don't go through a bottle in 6 months. Sometimes it takes them 2 years. So uh, yeah, so I went with the Meadow Foam and the Jamaican Black Castor blend. It's a lot
Nice.
thicker, I feel. Nourishes my beard, and I've heard great comments about other people's beards as well. Obviously, sent out testers and stuff beforehand, and everybody was liking it, so just made the switch.
You've mentioned that a couple of times about sending out testers, and guys, when he says that, it's not just to the moderators. There have been some folks along the way that have been really, really important in giving their real, unfettered opinion to Nick about the content of his material, and that's one of the reasons I think why these changes can be made is trustworthy, honest critique, just like apparel, uh, is a wonderful thing. And so, for those of you guys who do that, who give honest critique, of these products, man, you're helping pave the way for Rugged Pirate. You guys are helping, at the very core, create products to be better and to be more nourishing, to last longer, to smell better, and that's something that if I pitch Nick a scent and he sends it out to like 3 or 4 different people, and then all of a sudden I'll start seeing posts going, "Oh, what did you? This smells amazing," or "Oh my God, this is awful. Never put this public again." Which no one has said, but it's that kind of honesty, But one of the things that I will throw out to you guys is when it comes to having an issue, and a lot of you guys are smart people and you're well-meaning people, but when you don't like something, man, sometimes people just go a little nutty. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Because we want you to enjoy Rugged Pirate. I can tell you this. The reason I even discovered Rugged Pirate was because of someone had a critique of Nick's company, and they said it in such a what I consider to be a uniquely inflammatory way. And I was like, it can't be that bad. I have to try it. I have to try it. And Nick knows exactly the one I'm talking about.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
but again, individual customer, individual experience, that's fine. But the way it was done was, I got to try this. So why am I bringing this up? Because we want to hear from you guys. If something comes up, if you bought something and it just wasn't what you thought it was going to be, man, there's a really polite way of going, hey man, this was not what I thought it was going to be. And not that I want you guys to send Nick complaint email. That's not the goal here. The goal here is to say we respect your opinion, and we love the fact that you guys have been so honest in the past. keep being honest as Rugged Pirate moves forward, because that's where the good changes get made. By the way, how many of y'all have tried the Rugged Pirate cologne? What do you think of it? Like it, hate it, love it? And I like that shirt that you're showing there, Lucas, that Rugged Pirate shirt. If you haven't, Rugged Pirate offers amazing merchandise, from shirts to hats to hoodies to gym shirts, all sorts of wonderful things. And if you can squiffy shirts, and if you can convince Nick to send you a big high-res file of art you like, yes, I have a big image of a gore helm on on the front of one of a custom shirt that I got made, and I get people going, "Dude, what is that from?" And I'm like, "Rugged Pirate beard company." You know, so yeah, I'm a metalhead, dude. I love heavy metal, and so I have band shirts, and we always have big images on the front. So I'm always used to stuff like that, but that's just me. Okay, so you like the cologne, maybe a little bit longer lasting. Okay, cool. Would love to see it in a glass bottle. Interesting.
Originally had glass bottles, and being in the Florida heat, they kept leaking. So switched to the plastic containers,
mhm.
and now I was good for a while, and now they're a little leaking. So I'm altering the tops now, and now I'll be sending the top on it, and then with the little sprayer, so
Right.
that it doesn't destroy the label.
So I just saw a question about a trade page, about trading. And, that is something that we've all talked about. And I know that the minute you start doing a trade page, Lucas, you know firsthand about this, it can start a whole new ball of drama that people don't want to deal with. And I know we had a few people ask this about a month or so ago. And, I know that the three of us don't want more drama. We want more good times, less drama. Unless he's completely changed his mind and wants more drama, which would be shocking. But he is in Florida. Florida people do very strange things. But
So
my first thought would be, if that is something that happens, it would be something that happens in the future when some good parameters are nailed down, and then the drama can be greatly lessened unless someone else has a much better idea.
I just think there's DST is out there. There's no reason for it. It's just not necessary. If you want to buy, sell, trade, there's plenty of places to go. In my opinion.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's just enough. It'd just be a whole other thing that we've got to moderate. We've got to watch. It's a whole other page. So there's a whole other level of that, of people that need to be involved in a buy, sell, and it's just not. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of unnecessary.
If you want to know a place to go, you can DM me and I'll tell you where to go.
I know you can, and you have a lot of inside information about that. Technically, one could say you're doing insider trading. I'm a dad. I can make bad jokes. My dad of two. The jokes only get worse. One thing I know, Nick, you've brought to my attention a couple of different times is, getting not only getting people involved, but getting new people involved in things, and trying to and that's why double shots are coming out and stuff, is trying to reach more people. And we've done the first giveaway, which was the what scent have you not tried yet. The second one was, what is your favorite scent family? And this third one is a little bit different, but it only applies to people who have not done a custom with Nick and Rugged Pirate. And so here's the question. If you have not done a custom, and trust me, he has all your names, so don't try and weasel around this one. He's like Santa of the beard oil community.
I honestly, though, I think at this point, probably everybody in the beard community has done a custom.
With you, maybe. But the question is, if you haven't done a custom with Nick, what would be a profile you would love to make? If, in fact, you can answer that because you haven't done a custom, whoever hasn't done a custom yet, post the profile you'd like. If you get picked, that would be the third and final giveaway, which would be a free custom with Nick. And even though you can't see him, Lucas is somewhere smiling about this. He's smiling and waving a sword of the seas around. Well, Brian, if you haven't done one yet, what would be? Tell us, Brian, what would be your character profile? Maybe not like the image, but like the scent profile. What would you love to create, Brian? Those are the questions we'd love to know because you guys are the ones that are asking. Nick's the one that's mixing, and we're the ones that are pushing. What can you do? So, hey, Nick, what else is being released fall-wise? I know every company's about to come on and do a fall. Oh.
I got Captain Carver here, but I don't know if we're ready to talk about the scent profile or anything yet.
I don't know. Without giving any. Oh my! Without giving the scent profile away, is this a masculine fall? Is this a like super sweet desserty fall? Is this kind of a little bit of both? Where does this land? Is it a woodsy fall?
This one is a gourmand profile, so food based,
Nice.
a little sweet, not overly
Okay.
sweet, but
Okay.
but we do have some masculine ones coming too.
There you
Little
go.
Pumpkin, patchouli, tobacco, a good mix there.
Good. Now I know a few weeks ago I posted an image of a very unique fall character. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
The spirit of fall.
Spirit of Fall. Some of you guys said you wanted to buy it immediately. Thank you for that. That tells I mean literally that tells Nick a lot. Like, hey, these are scents people want. Do you know how many, just off your top of your head, how many fall drops Rugged Pirate's going to be doing for fall? Just to give the guys here a little bit of prep for their wallets or the excuses they need to give their wives.
450. Oh,
Thank you.
Let's see. Should we talk about the fall series?
Oh, that's a really good idea. I think we should then.
We know a little bit about it. We have the profiles built. We're going to let Jacob take the helm at writing our direction of it. But
Okay.
it will involve cryptids.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Good deal. How many are in
we
the
got
series?
6 so far.
6? Okay.
Yeah.
Cryptids are sick.
Are they going to be doing like a weekly thing, or is it going to be like every other week?
I think it's going to be a weekly thing.
Weekly
Yeah.
thing. So about the first 6 weeks, are we thinking September, or are we thinking like starting late August?
You
Because
steer the ship. You tell me when to push the trigger.
We have a cryptid profile for 6 cryptids
okay.
that we're really excited about.
Are we going to
So-
outpace Sean? That's the question.
What?
Are you
Are we
going
gonna
to outpace Sean?
Sean's Stoker Custom.
Oh, Sean, you're gonna fall by the wayside, brother.
All I can tell you is, and I love the stuff Sean's doing. And you guys haven't seen it yet. You haven't seen it yet, but Jacob has. He has seen my notebook that I have on my phone of all the scents that I have, and we're probably getting close to almost 3,000 scents that I've messed with and put together.
And those are all
Yeah.
Not exaggerating.
next year.
That's the same look Jacob had. He was like, "What the crap?"
No, I'll be out next year. All 3,000.
No, dude, all 3,000. That'd be creepy.
Look,
No.
No,
Nick's
I
like,
mean,
oh, man.
Nick would never leave his home.
Nick's off. All of a sudden, Nick turns the live off.
Click. Moderator chat gets completely boomed out. No, the reason I ask is let's be real clear. There's a lot of companies that jump all over fall, and some companies are really good at fall, and some companies don't do a lot. But for a lot of Rugged Pirate customers, they buy from other companies too, and it's how to pace themselves for the good stuff. Because fall is a dangerous time. For some companies they started in July, some companies start it in August. I always think like the last 2 weeks of August to the first week of September is a good one. So if you're going to do clockwork, you could do it the middle of August. Let people lean into that for a couple of weeks and then start moving into the cryptids. I
I like
know.
it.
I also know. Are there any of you guys here are fans of coffee? Any of you guys like coffee scents?
If you do, you're in for a woo.
You're in
You're
for
in.
two really, really good treats.
Yeah, you are.
We have one that is a little sweeter, a little more, I don't want to say balanced, but it's definitely got a little more of a warm, kind of like cool, like a warm sensation to it. It's not going to knock you on your butt like some coffees do, but it's a really nice coffee scent. And then we've got another one that is, well, let's just say it will punch you in the face, and it's made to punch you in the face, um,
Knock
in
you
a good
out.
way. So
That's right. You got to have something for everybody.
That's
yeah,
right.
some
Hey,
people I
even
love strong coffee scents, so that's just
And
me.
one thing I'll say
we
about
will.
the fall sense too, though, is that they just expect a little different scenario. I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm saying expect some not your typical. Not all of the fall scents are gonna be your typical. Oh,
Ball sense.
same ass shit. Mind my language. Sorry. If you know me, I tend to curse, but uh, Jairus is like, "How dare you?" The look on his face is like he's gonna come through the screen with some Wolverine.
That's the look his mom gave him, man. Scares the guys off the front yard.
You
Okay.
have no idea how many times that's happened, and due to
Well,
the
you're
due to the fact that having a 4-year-old daughter, it will happen more often.
I'm about to clock out from that look.
No, so guys, I think you're gonna really enjoy the cryptid series. I know that there will be like some standard fall releases, stuff with pumpkin, stuff with like nutmeg, stuff with kind of that fall spice, maybe some fall woods. I know I can speak for one that I did pitch to Nick about 4 months ago. That is quite a hairy beast with a massive sword. um,
I actually just saw that image the other day too.
yeah, Brian, I love what you just posted. Everything about that is fantastic. Um,
No, he's going after
he
the keel
is.
haul there. I
He's
like
he.
it.
Yeah, he's Brian right there. Brian right there. Champa, Italian vanilla cedar.
He's talking your language.
He's everything about that is wonderful. Um, so and by the way, guys, I will tell you that the amount of time that goes into coming up with these ideas for you guys. Nick puts a lot of time into this. Nothing that you see that gets released is just on a whim. It's not like, oh crap, we got to make a release because it's Friday. Um, it goes through a lot of thought process because he's really wanting to put something out there that you guys look at and go, dude, I want to buy this again. I want to trust this guy with my beard care. And I know in this world, like we can find beard companies out the ear. I mean, there are some that have been around way too long. There have been some that have been taking other people's IPs for way too long, and there have been some that literally just do the same 4 cents every year, and that's great. Everyone can like what they want, but rest assured, if you see Rugged Pirate on the label, it's something that's gone through quite a bit of work, of testing to make sure it's something unique, exciting, and good for you. And that is something which I'm really happy to say because I'm involved with this. And I would love to think that when people are putting it together, they know the quality that Nick is putting in before it gets into their beard.
Yeah. There's, obviously I could come up with a new scent profile. I could just pull a page out of Jairus's 3000 and, just put a new scent profile out every day. But, can't don't want to actually do that without testing it, sending it to some of the moderators, some of the people, like with Longleaf. Longleaf went out to Sean, went off to Chris, another Chris, like went off to people who said that they wanted to try it and help propel it forward. So same thing goes with pretty much every scent. It at least goes to a moderator or two or three or other people. Usually it's not just my nose, or usually it's not just the sound of the profile, because Jairus will pitch something or Lucas will pitch something and, oh man, that sounds great. And then I get it in the cup. All right, Jacob pitched something. Jacob said he wanted a key lime coffee. And I was like, that sounds amazing. Okay. And I, ordered the stuff and got it in the beaker, and just, it wasn't hitting right. Put it in beard, still wasn't working. Tried a couple different variations and, wasn't able to make it work how I thought I would. And good thing that I didn't just make a available for purchase this key lime coffee that I have never tried. So that's why we like to try things here.
That's right.
Takes a little time.
Dude, James, that's a really unique profile, brother. Lemon rind, eucalyptus, lavender, rosemary, charred cedar, and ash soap. I'm thankfully that your spell check worked. Especially-
Or did it?
Oh, that's a really unique one. Key lime coffee. There. Oh, there he is. There he is. Now that is Jacob. He is involved as well. So one thing, Nick, I know there's been some interesting discussion here and there. People have said it over the course of the almost a year that you've been out. You released a scent earlier in the year as just a cologne.
Oh yeah,
It's never been an oil, never been a butter, just a cologne. Are there going to be more of those coming out where it's just a single product to kind of use that as a unique jump off point to see where the masses like it, or is it going to kind of be, I might do a cologne here and there, but that was a really interesting take because not a lot of companies do that.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely going to be those profiles that kind of are very, you could say unisex or just multifaceted, I guess, that kind of go with everything. And yeah, so definitely like to take those little risks, right? And just do a cologne only scent. And if we put it in something else, lotion, beard wash, something like that, I think that'd be a good scent to do it with.
Now you just brought up two very different kinds of products. Is that something that you're looking at down the line? Is that something that you've thrown around? Because I know every company gets asked, hey, do it in a beard wash, or do it in a conditioner, or do it in a lotion. And by the end of it, you have 2 mortgages on 2 houses just to keep the product line going because you have it in every scent. And then you have to move into a bigger space. What are your thoughts on that? Because I've had people ask me, hey, is Nick doing beard wash or is he doing conditioner? And so,
Well, I have started messing around with the beard wash, which is why, another reason to get the customs all in the first part of the month. That way I have more time to do some R&D, right? I bought lotion materials, I bought beard wash materials, I've done the research. Not ready to go live yet, still mixing around, but I'm liking the pH, I'm liking the feel, so
okay.
we're on the right track.
Is there any information you can give people? Like, is this going to be something you're going to offer in multiple scents across the board? Is it going to be one standard scent that kind of just goes with everything else?
Yeah, I think it'd just be a standard scent that kind of goes with everything. Could
Okay.
be Black Anchor, could be something else, clean. I don't want to do
Okay.
every scent just because right now there's 26 on the main line, and it's time consuming.
Yeah. And, there is that, what's the word? There is that little nugget of reality, which is if you have 26 cents on the main line, and then plus if people want to get their custom done in beard wash and conditioner, now you're looking at hundreds And that kind of product time, just on the turnaround that's not what's the word, beneficial in any way for moving the brand in a good direction at this point in the game.
Right. I agree.
Yeah. So, guys, do you have any other questions for Nick or myself? I will also tell you guys this: if you have ever been sent Nick a request for art, and then within like 5 minutes or an hour, you get him going, "Hey, what do you think of this?" My other job that I have is I run a record label, and so we use AI art all the time, and so I will throw together stuff, be like, "Hey, see if he likes this." I've done some stuff for Sean. I know that there's been a few other people that I've done that for. Uh, not that's not a flex. It's just a hey, my AI can do this, and I'm willing to help. But if you guys have any questions for Nick or myself, or if you leave them in the chat or for Lucas, is there anything else we can either bring to your attention or maybe answer for you without giving things away? Looking. While they're thinking about that, uh, you know, I do know that fall also tends to lean into Halloween. And I know that cryptids can kind of be a little bit of both. They can kind of take place in both steps. Are you going to be doing traditional Halloween scents with fall, or is it all going to be blended kind of into one?
No, we're definitely we're hitting all aspects. We're hitting the traditional fall scents, Halloween scents, and then also the non-traditional ones. We don't
Good.
want to just do pumpkin spice, pumpkin pie. We'll have those
Yeah.
options available too, but definitely want to hit the more non-traditional stuff, right? Because obviously there's going to be a lot of companies doing the same stuff. So
Yes, there
set
are.
our
There's a
stuff
lot of them
apart.
that do. Hey, for all you guys listening, how would you guys like a well, you can't really say it any other way, but a Thanksgiving pirate, or maybe a turkey pirate, or something that just screams, "Dear God, what was Nick thinking?"
An otter pirate.
Otters? What else could there be?
How many otters can be in an otter?
Yeah,
Hey,
I know.
they magically just appeared. That's part of rugged. You go, you vanish, and you come back.
It's a Squippy magic.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Don't mind the
Uh,
fact I was gone for about 30 seconds. To me, it seemed like 2 hours as I was trying to struggle myself back onto the live feed.
There you go. A Wolverine pirate? Okay, so we're talking like forest animal. Okay, you got you. Nick knows
Oh,
what's
you
going to be
think
hitting.
forest animal?
Nick knows exactly what's going to happen within the next couple of weeks. He knows what's going to happen. Our mod chat's going to have some weirdo photos and creepy pictures.
Oh man,
Not to
turduckets.
mention the scent blends that are coming with that one. I've been meaning to. I have a scent blend that's all like herbs, tobacco, embers, and a few other fun spices, which I won't reveal. I might have to throw that together and see if it works. Already one in my cart. Hey Nick, one question that I have seen multiple times, and you're the guy that will tell us this, is what time tomorrow? Besides that grin Lucas has on his face, what time tomorrow do the drops happen?
They'll probably happen at 6 a.m. Eastern time. So first thing in the morning.
Okay, okay, okay. First thing in the morning. All right. Hey, so I've gotten this question asked a lot to me. I don't. Maybe Lucas has. Nick, I'm sure you've had it too. Are there any discount codes or affiliate codes for Rugged Pirate that you currently have for all customers, or is it only just for first timers?
No, I mean I think that works for everybody. I think the first 10 works for everybody. I know Wizzle's Bearded
Yeah,
Texan group has
Okay.
one. And then we have the affiliate links too. BT10, SS10, JG10. Yeah.
Good, good, good. Are those listed anywhere on the website for people who don't know?
They are at the top of the profile or top of the page.
Okay. I know I've seen the first time one before. That's the only reason I know. Hope the excellent cranberry from More Pirate makes it in the Thanksgiving Pirate. You know, I love cranberry. I probably like it more than anyone on this video chat. It's an amazing scent, and there's a very good chance that if there is a turkey pirate, that there will be cranberry. It will be stuffed in there if you get the drift.
Yes, we do have a veterans code as well.
There you go. Good
I have to
deal.
look it up.
Good deal. Oh, there we go. A little butterbeer for everybody. That's an interesting one right there. That actually looks really dang good, not going to lie.
It really does.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Spice cranberry. There's another company I've done releases with that I did a cranberry, and it was fantastic. And it comes out every fall. And it really helped me to realize how cool like spiced cranberry actually is as a scent, and it's baller. But yeah, again, it is what it is there. No, so okay, well, we're gonna have to go and pick the winners, and we will reach out to you guys individually. I'm really stoked that you guys interacted so much. Thank you, and also whatever Lucas is on right now, I don't know. Maybe it's on maybe he made himself a Squiffy Plank drink. I don't. There it is. That's the Irish Lucas everyone knows. There you go, right there. Little bit of the craziness in the beard there. No, can't tell what he's trying to do to me. I don't know. It could get worse, but yeah, I don't know. It's voiceover work just jumps out at you sometimes. But no, these guys have heard it sometimes in the voice memos. They just don't know we don't know which voice is coming, which is kind of funny.
No doubt.
Speaking of that, guys, one thing I do want to tell you, thank you for staying here, listening, watching, contributing. This was the first time for a Rugged Pirate live, and sorry that some of it was problematic. Like I'm on my phone, not my computer, so I'm outside, not disturbing my wife. Hopefully, our newborn is probably trying to sleep at this point. I don't know. He eats like a chunk, dude. He's gonna be beefy like his dad.
I was gonna say, be a little linebacker.
Dude, he just might be like that. Oh man, I could eat that way now, and it would be I would always be in full screen, if you know what I mean, if I ate that way now. So, but no, guys, it's been fun. I think that unless Nick, if you want to add anything, because I know it's 10:30 where you're at.
No.
Is there anything you want them to leave with?
No, hit everything that I wanted to talk about. Yeah.
Lucas, any last words of wisdom or great facial expressions or any?
I appreciate that, Brian. Thank you guys for watching the whole thing. I know a lot of you guys were on the whole thing and stayed with us, so I appreciate that.
Hey, here's a question for you guys. If this kind of a live stream was happening, every few weeks or every month, is this something you'd watch? Is it something that you'd set time to watch, especially if we did other giveaways, had other topics, stuff like that? Is this something you guys would want to stick around for more? Let us know.
And then we had a good idea for the next live, didn't we?
We did. I would love for someone to tell us about that.
It was me not being here. Oh.
Lucas is about to go on vacation, so he's going to be out of commission probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're thinking about doing a live stream and then kind of building a profile, building a character and the whole story together as a group. Just, come up with a bunch of cool scent profiles, pick which ones work, and then kind of pick our character and then go from there. And then that'll be...
Feels like you could create a fleet of scents with that.
Yeah, you get on a little barbership fleet.
Yeah, you really could. So many Easter eggs that just had to be said.
I was going to say something.
Those eggs have all cracked.
We are definitely cracked. That's for sure. That is for sure. So, hey guys, thank you for being a part of this. Since you have the computer looking, Nick, you can go through and because I'm on my phone, I can only scroll so high. You could probably find 3 people who can be those lucky winners for those things.
Definitely.
And if that is the case, then most likely Nick will get a hold of you. I already have some really fun. So for those of you who sent your customs, some of those, man, I was sitting there going, "Oh my gosh, I can only get so excited before I start
Same.
giving away the people who I'm thinking like, oh, give it to that guy." But it is what it is. But also a quick shout out, guys. I don't know. What's the word? I don't know if you've seen the really unique photo art that gets done for all of the a lot of the beard oils. But Sam Briggs has come alongside and does spectacular marketing photos for Rugged Pirate, and it blew me out of the water when I saw what he did for Gorehelm, and just such a
That
fantastic
was so
image.
cool.
And so, Sam, if you're watching, if you're listening, thank you. Anytime I pitch art to Nick, part of me wonders what is Sam going to do with this, and then you turn around and you blow our minds. So thank you for that. That is fantastic. There's man, it's I could go on again. That is just awesome work that you're doing there, man.
A lot
So
of
thank you for
times
that.
Sam gets it first too, just to get a
Yeah,
head start on the picks.
and also you guys watching Sean's release his unboxing videos, and you're watching the little content that Sean is making. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm
And
like,
if you
dude,
do get a chance, you can watch Sean do CrossFit.
That's even the best.
Yeah. But you could do a CrossFit pirate. Oh.
with a handlebar mustache.
Yes. And you know what? You know it's a CrossFit pirate because the scent demands to tell you what it's about all the time.
I can draw that for you.
I know you can. But
Oh man. Well, this was awesome. I appreciate you guys.
Yep.
I appreciate all of you too. This is a great group, and I'm happy to be here.
This
Very
is
happy
fun.
to be here, man.
This is why we do it. So appreciate it.
As long as it's not OF.
Not OnlyFans.
No,
That's the 11 o'clock show on Lucas's channel.
wait a couple hours and then hey.
It's a whole different kind of art that he's doing, guys. It's weird. It's
Different style of
there's a laugh track and it's just weird. And,
Yeah, and Sam Briggs does the feed picks, so
there's some German
amazing.
house music in the background. There actually is a person of much lower stature, and they're holding the boom mic, and it just gets weird.
And my wife joined, so I think that means it's time to go.
Oh, there you go. And right before he gets in trouble.
That's right.
No. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for being a part of this. Nick, glad this worked out.
Same.
I'm sure we'll have fun stuff to talk about in the mod chat. And let's find some people some freebies.
That's right. Appreciate you guys, all of you.
All right, guys. We'll talk with y'all later. Peace.
See ya.